What's up, y'all? The Jerkmonger is in the house, baby. The Jerkmonger is in the house. That's right. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I'm coming at you live from Tampa, Florida, from the Jerkmonger Studios. I am your humble host, the Jerkmonger, also known as Elliot Fernandez, so don't get scared. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. What's happening, kids? I'm glad to see you guys today. We are going to be coming in. Welcome, Jerk Nation. Jerks, report in. Word up. Oh, my goodness gracious. So I have here on my desktop here a little something. Hold on a second here. It looks like things are a little awry on my channel here. All right. I am. Oh, I see what's happened. I'm trying to get myself together here, kids. I'm trying to get myself together, forever together. All right, so I am going to be sketching today. I'm going to turn off my blue layer so you can see my drawings, because I think sometimes when I draw, you can't see it real well if I'm working in the blue. And this is going to be just sketching. It's going to be sketching for a while. We can chat and talk and do all kinds of goodies stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, P.S. Melter. I appreciate that. Yeah, I need some coffee myself, actually. I need some coffee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out this chat. I'm excited, man. I got I'm working through my new studio setup. Really pumped up about that, actually, because I feel like everything kind of makes sense now. In the ways that I wasn't sure would, but my space is better now, and I'm gonna get down and get a funky. I get down and I get a funky. That's a what's up. The Jerky Boys. Is that my misogyny showing? I think so. Yes, Doug beat me last night. He did a great job with that drawing, man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That drawing looked cool. It looked tight. It was squared away. But mine was not so much. What's up, Xion? How you doing, man? So I'm going to go ahead and start by sketching in here. There's something. I'm working on something that I want to do here for the channel. And I'm just thinking, need more cow. Oh, Stitch, New York 22. Oh, more cowbell. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Image size. I'm changing my image size. I think I have it at 600. We're gonna make this 300 because it's an easier to sketch to at 300. It doesn't make any sense to go any larger than that. So, what are you gonna do? All right, so I'm going to come on in here, and we're going to get down and get funky, as they say up in the streets. Actually, they don't say that at all. I'm just saying that myself. All right, so I have this character that I've been kind of toying with that I want to make part of my show. And I'm going to sketch him up a little bit. So what's happening with you guys today? What's the good news? What's the haps? What's happening? A hot stuff. Let's see if I can work this out. Doug exploited the pantless fans. He sure did. Hey, Rodwell, how are you? Drawing out your first manga? Okay, all right, okay. I'm not sure if this guy makes sense yet. We'll see what he looks like in a few short minutes. just kind of getting down. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn. I took it off. I'm gonna turn my camera on up here so you guys can see a little picture of me while I'm working. I know that that's what you guys want to see is me, but maybe we can help this out a bit. All right, all right, all right. Am I new to digital or just getting back into it? No, I've been involved for a bit, man. I do digital, but I don't sell stuff. But I'm doing conceptual work. I like drawing, but in digital, when I have to sell artwork, which I am certainly open to commissions, by the way, if you guys are interested. You know, the selling work, no one's, I can't find my customers generally don't buy digital work, so it's just easier for me to do my business out of here. All right, all right. Like Death Blow? I was Death Blow? I guess I could. Let's see here. So I'm gonna come in here. So this is a character that I've had for a long time, but I think I'm gonna try to make it work for this idea that I have for the channel. Make sure it looks good on the screen. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So anyway, I'll tell you guys a little story. I had a great conversation with my son today. We were just chatting about music, and we're talking about music history or where music comes from, and it got me thinking a little bit about how in general we are about everything, that we're just not knowledgeable enough about what we do and why we're doing it to make sense of a lot of stuff. But because he's heavy into music now, he wants to create music and get stuff like that going. But it was just interesting, and it got me thinking about some of this stuff. Critius, what's up, man? 3D Robin says hi. Oh wait, Uncanny Jerk Nation. So happy to see the monetization. Time to start through daily videos. The more likes you get, the more YouTube promotes you. That's right. Uncanny Kodiak, I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you. Critius, what's up, man? All right. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. That was the only one. Let me see how this works. Do I click on this? Oh, nice. And then when I click off, does it go away? How does it go away? It's still in my thing. Okay. Nice. Thank you, Kodiak. I appreciate that, man. So yeah, kids, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. It's a grind. It's a grind that I'm doing here. But yeah, so back to the music thing. The idea was that enjoying a good day. Right on, Crit. Right on. Just kind of moving along and understanding where more about your craft. And that's really what the conversation is about, is understanding what you do, why you do what you do, what is it that what do you call it, where does your work come from, and how does that influence what you're planning on doing in the future. So it's important to understand at least the history of your craft, so you know what has come before and you know how to adjust. So what I mean by adjust, I mean just trying to be able to you're constantly building on somebody else's efforts. It's never just a simple, oh, I'm doing my own thing. I created this thing brand new. There's nothing new under the sun. So the problem is that we fall into this trap sometimes with trying to create things that are brand new, even though there's really nothing really new. And even if you do come up with something pretty original, it's not going to be new. It'll still just be original because it's going to be less involved. For instance, if you were to invent a new mythology, for example, I don't know why I thought about that, but if you're inventing a new mythology, the idea of mythology is not new, it's just your twist on it. So what you might want to do is learn a little bit about how mythology works and where it comes from and who influenced what, and that might give you insight into how to create a more interesting mythology. Like, why did the Greeks believe what they believed? Maybe it's about building a particular how do you say it, I don't know. Maybe it's more about you just building something out that looks like a culture that would influence that mythology. For example, I'm just using that as an example. So when it comes to art, you know, I do it every day when I talk about my artwork, when I talk about comic books, when we talk about movies, we're constantly kind of like sharpening the edge of what came before us to understand how to move forward going into the future. So it's super helpful, and it's something that it's a way to do anything, and it just gives you some more tools in your toolkit when you're developing characters, ideas for stories, that sort of thing. So let's see. Critias says enjoy. Every time you say enjoy, Critias, I feel like I should be expecting a Coca-Cola to show up. I don't know why. All right, so yeah, this guy does look like Hollywood Hogan. He's kind of represents that. Maybe I'm gonna give him some goatee instead. This guy. I got plans. I've got plans. The question is, do I have enough time? Is there enough time in the day to produce what I want to produce? And that is the question. That is the challenge. Critias, we got to get together, man. I'm doing this through OBS, so I'm not going to be able to invite anyone here. I wonder if there's a way to do that, though. Is there a way to bring people into, I guess? No, I don't think so, because it's not going through Google Hangouts, so I don't know how to do it. It's got to be a way. Someone has to know. Somebody in the audience has to know how to convert this a live stream from YouTube through OBS into a legitimate stream where I can invite guests and such. All right. In this great future, we should not forget our past. Bob Marley. Thank you. Thank you, Heck. What's going on, brother? What's going on, Heck? What's going on? So yes, I'm in my studio now. I have a drawing table here to my side now. That's basically where I will be doing my full original art stuff. It's kind of dusty right now because I did some work on it last night. And then here is my work computer station. This is where I have my Cintiq. And Cosmeti, hey, how are you? Durkin, Dragon, what's going on? Sith Lord Skywalker. I watched part of a Google Hangout tutorial video on YouTube yesterday. Yeah, I know. It's not that. It's just easy to do it. And I have a footrest now. I have my printer and scanner right next to me, so I'm ready to rock and or roll. I think I'm gonna sit back a little bit more because it's easier on my body. And I'm gonna just, now I know why. Now I know why they build into these Cintiq things these little back stand things. In fact, now I know why they do it like this, because I might want to lean back further. Like, oh snap. Oh, look. Oh, no, that's too far back. I know, that's too much. It is too much. No, it's too sexy. Too sexy. Too sexy. Let's see. It hurts. Well, who's getting hurt? Nobody's getting hurt on here. Who's getting hurt? You guys getting hurt? I don't like the idea of having the camera on all the time. I feel exposed. Oopsies. Oopsies. You have to go out and then post the YouTube link into OBS. It's too difficult. And you have to be careful with the link YouTube gives you, its power to whomever has it. You have to go out and then post the YouTube link into OBS. Huh. That's very interesting. No, it wouldn't work that way anyway on Candy Kodiak. Well, we can do that next time on Coney. I'm going to just do these for like some of my daily shows where I'm just talking to you guys. This is almost like my morning muses. I'm just sketching today. That's what's, it's just sketching with Elliot, with the jerkmonger. And then maybe we'll come back later and we'll set up another kind of show for a different type of thing. My feet love me now. Yes, they do, Michael. Yes, they do. It's all thanks to you, brother. Thanks to you, my man. So this guy he's a character, all right. Let's see if I can do something here. Let's see. Ah. Oh Lord, Critias. The only way I could do it, I could think of, is to have you on the phone. It doesn't make any sense. There's got to be another way to do that. If you want to have a stream without a problem, you can invite everyone into a server on Discord so there's no link. And even if there is, you can still block people from getting in voice channel. Is that how people do it? They do Discords? It's got to be it, huh? It's got to be it. Oh, so it's like building a... interesting. Interesting. Just do it without me. I'll guide you from here. Well, no, we're not doing that now. Critias, I got other work I gotta do. We have to schedule that. Gosh, you think you can just come in here and tell me what to do? Is that what you think you can do, Critias? Is that what's going on here, Crit? I'm sad, Crit. I'm sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. No, they use Hangout Dragon because we use Hangout because it's when you go into do a live event. That's how I was taught. You activate it opens up Google Hangout automatically. That's how you do the thing. So you can also just show the browser. The browser? That's not going to help. I want people to hear other people talking. You follow what I'm trying to say here? Like you said, you know how we do the Hangout thing and everybody's live, everybody's talking, and I have guests on? I need to figure out a way to do that here. Anyway. They call me D Nice. Well, they call me E Nice. I mean, I have a D in my name, but it's not exactly the same thing. All right, so I'm just kind of fooling around. I was looking at the latest comic. This might be a little bit of a comic book review. You know what? That's not a bad way to do it. I could do that too. I can also do little comic reviews as part of my show. Oh, I could do that, yo. I could do that. Let's see, because OBS sucks for us. We don't have gamer computers. What? Why is that? I don't understand. I don't understand. My name is E Nice. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm gonna do a quick little review of a comic book that I'm curious about. I'm gonna do a review of a preview. How about that? How about that? Because I don't actually, I don't have a lot of money to buy this stuff. So you guys are more than welcome to come in. I did see this book somewhere, and I just want to talk about it for a brief moment. For just one moment in time, and it's all that I thought I could be. When all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answer, okay. Now I'm thinking I should have this stuff prepared beforehand. It'd be much betterer. It'd be much betterer if I did it that way. So I think this is what I'm gonna do. This will be fun. This will be fun. This will be so much funzos. Oh my hunzos, wazuzos. All right. So what I want to do is I want to do a quick little look at this, and I'm going to talk about this a little differently because I heard Richard Myers did a review of this recently, and I totally understand his particular beef with it. However, Um, I guess I could just slide this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's lame. That's lazy. They're not gonna do the lazy thing. Oh, by the way, I get my microphone in tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. I'm also gonna have a new hard drive. Uh, I'm setting some stuff up for a plan that I have of a workflow. I need to have another hard drive so I can have a redundancy plan for saving files and time. What's it? Apple uses something called Time Machine. I need to use this hard drive for that, and then I'll, blah blah blah. But in the meantime, I just want to try this. So we're gonna try this. I got to create a new scene in OBS. We're gonna call this. We're gonna call this. I'm gonna call this Google. All right. Hey, I'm back. Yeah. Oh, now you're seeing the crazy. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't. I just started the show all over again. So you guys are watching me do the show. I'm a boomer. All right. So we're gonna forsake this, and we're just gonna go the way I was planning on doing anyway. So I'm just gonna bring it in. So I saw Richard Meyer do a review of this particular book, and I thought, man, he didn't really give it a chance. It was kind of sometimes when Richard does that, I love his reviews. I love him. I love him. I think he's a smart guy, and I love the way he thinks. He's very entertaining, to say the least. Um, and so to avoid these dreaded copyright strikes, I'm going to try something a little different here. So I'm just going to use, and I didn't buy this book, so I can't review the comic, but I want to review the art, because there was something about the art, the character in this one story that I thought was kind of odd too. But I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Let's see. No. Doesn't display right on it when you set it up right. Oh, it's set up right now. I don't understand what the problem is, Draken. Too much whining. Too much whining. Anyway, so this right here, this is I think the artist is this guy Rosmo. I've never heard that name before. I have no idea what's going on with Rosmo. But I really dig this. And I'm gonna turn off my camera. I don't need my camera on me. I feel silly. So I'm at camera. Away with you. Holy moly. The cover reminds me of the Tick. Yeah, I guess so. But I like this guy's work. I like what I see here. I like I like that there's this cool, like, I don't know, man. I feel like he kind of has this neat proportions. Got the little feet. It has a very storyboard approach to it. The art style is very fast. I'm gonna click on this here. I like this. I love the shape of Martian Manhunter's head, and I love the big eyes. I didn't think that I would, but now that I've seen it, I'm like, you know what? I'm on board. I'm on board. Yeah, this character here is very weird. And I tried reading some. I found this online. I was looking at it. I was trying to read it. I don't want to read it. I don't want to read it. It's too much work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. But I do like some of his designs. So I'm going to go back to issue number 1, because I like the cover of number 1 was dope too. I liked it. I like this cool scratchy stuff. Very, very designery. I like that. The Martian Manhunter. So I read something as I was looking at it. It got me thinking about this character a little bit. I can tell because you dragged in another browser. You're supposed to have it so that it only shows from a single program, which would mean you couldn't do that. Yeah, I know, Draken. So what? I don't get it. I don't get it. Nice paneling. Paneling is important in comic books. Agree? No? Yeah, sure, hi fan. Sure. So I was curious about this guy's name, right? Because he's called the Martian Manhunter, and everybody calls him Manhunter. But it occurred to me that Manhunter is a designation, not a name. He's not like Superman. Like everybody calls Superman Superman because he's Superman. Batman is Batman, Robin is Robin, Aquaman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman. But Martian Manhunter always seemed kind of odd to me. Just like they have those Manhunters in Green Lantern. Um, but this feels in the vein of Invaders Zim. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? I don't mind that. I really don't mind that. I like a lot of what I'm seeing here. I love the bug eyes. He looks like a Martian. He looks like a gray alien. I think that's cool. That's not cool. And this woman's hair is terrible, right? But this is cool. Like I can show you these things. There's only 3 pages, no copyright strikes, and I'm happy. And I get to talk about the art because that's really the thing I care about the most about this book. It's not even so much the story. I would like to do that at some point. Maybe I'll, get a chance to read, comics. I don't read a lot anymore. But regardless, I think that there's plenty of good stuff in this, and I think it's a unique style. I like that look. So why don't we try this? I'm going to go ahead and imitate some of that look. I'm going to try to draw a Martian Manhunter character. I like that idea. I like this protruding brow is cool. That's neat. That right there. Give him the bigger eyes and his little tiny nose. I like that. It's got the mouth, the chin going that way. I think it's pretty cool. DNC is okay. He's a bit biased in some ways. He doesn't seem to read properly a lot of times. But it does give you an insight on how a certain audience reads. It's useful. Yeah, sure. I mean, I like him. I like him a lot. I think I'm aligned with a lot of what he says. But sometimes when he reviews something a particular way, when he does the art thing, some of these, he's one of the few guys on YouTube that I notice that don't mind this look. Sometimes it's these more experimental art styles. Sometimes they're a little simpler. I like some of these art styles, even though you guys don't care for it, seems. But I dig it. Dan Dulitsky, what? The art in that Martian Manhunter book looks really cool. See? Daniel knows. My man Dulitsky. What's up, brother? What's up? I got a new little setup going here, man. We got to figure out how to get everybody on sooner than later. The whole group. Our group. Probably have to do a hangout. And, but yeah, so I'm just giving this guy some of just a quick review of what I just saw. I'm going to give him ears too. I'm not trying to copy the thing. I'm just using it as a quick reference and moving forward from there. Legendary Monkey says, I really enjoy the art for that book. I feel like it wouldn't work as well without the colors. So to set it off though, maybe, but I think it would work. I think it's good enough. Oh wait, Sketch Therapy says, not paying for art in a bad story. Your perspective is unique because you are a pro. The average customer wants the story to go along with their art. The reviewers keeps those that trust him in mind. Well, it doesn't necessarily disqualify my commentary. I wouldn't say my opinion's qualified or disqualified because I'm a pro. I'm barely a pro at that. I just know what I like. I think that's what we should be talking about. Is what do I like? The story. I don't know that the story's bad. I just I don't think the writing's very good. I was trying to look at it. I didn't understand what I was reading. So, if you've bought it and you don't like it, I'd like to know why you didn't like it. But you got to quantify it. You can't just say, "Oh, I don't like it because it's stupid." I don't want to hear that. I want to hear, give me some quantification. Give me some valid critique of the thing so we can enjoy it together. Let's see. Hi fan, I was really into that stuff from what do you call it? Stegman's work on Venom. I don't know that I care for it as much anymore. So I've fallen out of love with it. You know what it is? It's cool. It's cool, but it's not. It doesn't stand out enough, but it stands out. It seems like it stands out because in comics today, so much is less expressive, and so much of it is just kind of like, it's whatever. but I feel like I feel like I, I I don't know that it stands out. Like I don't know if it would last so long in my head. Like I don't think I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing I ever saw in my life. And it doesn't. Stegman doesn't do for me what guys like Scott Campbell and Joe Madureira do for me. You know, of course, this is my opinion, of course, but you know, yeah. So you know, I I like it. Okay, I like his work. I like his work a lot, but I can't buy it anymore because I don't think it does anything for me for my style or anything like that. And I'm also not planning on buying many books as I move forward into the future because I need to really be creating stuff, not consuming stuff. So I probably won't be buying things, but that's just me. Um, you know, you know what I'm saying? So I like the idea of simplification in my work. I'm really big on that. That's the thing that excites me the most is I want to be able to take some of these concepts what I would normally do. Like I would normally do this type of thing. If I was going to draw this guy again, I'd probably do something like this. Just give this a red color. I'd probably, well, let's reduce this too. Okay. I probably would have been like, you know, oh, I'm going to trick this out. This is going to be all super tricked out in the nose. This is going to be here. It's going to be a bunch of lines and hatches. And this is going to come here. So that's something that I'm trying to get a. I'm still going to do it though, just for the sake of conversation, so you can see what I'm doing. Um, this is a fine style. There's nothing wrong with working this way. So this is something I normally would do when I'm trying to draw. I think what it is for me. Brian Doble says, "Why was his title Manhunter?" It's a because that's like their cops, the Martian manhunters. A manhunter is like a police officer on Mars. So I said, "Oh, no wonder, no wonder." Like I said, this is a fine style. This is the kind of style you see a lot at DC Comics, where there's a lot of hatching, a lot of this, and you know, or some people who are nostalgic for '90s comics think this is the style that they gotta have, and it's cool, but it takes a while. You know, if I'm drawing like this, and then I'm gonna draw all these cool lines, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna ink everything, and I'm not sure that I'm getting mileage out of this style like some people would. Um, I don't know. Because I'm not gonna be when I produce my stuff, it's not gonna have the same. It's not gonna have the same. You know, I'm not sure how to say it. It won't be as I won't be doing it full time in a way and super fast like some people can who've been doing it for so long. I've been doing this long enough to draw certain things quickly, but some things I can't draw that fast. So I'm going to be learning a lot as I go along. And styles like this are cool. They're really nice, you know, especially if I'm going to take this to a more realistic look. Maybe I give them the lips, you know, and I kind of go in here and I noodle and I diddle and I do all kinds of cool stuff. The problem is in working that way, you creating for yourself new challenges, right? So this is cool. This is really cool, and I'm really enjoying drawing it. Even is he wearing a Kangol? Yeah, no, right? It does look like a Kangol. Ah, that's cool. I'm also not drawing it to the same proportions. Like in that comic book, the character has got like a. It looks like he's got a flat, boxier. It's got a boxier head. This is kind of that guy's style. And the brow does this a lot. You could, you know, it's a cool look though. I think it's cool. I really do think it's cool. So anyway, so this is nice, right? And if I was gonna ink this, that would be cool. But then I see this, and I'm like, you know what I like about this? Look how simple. Boom, 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 boom shakalaka. And it tells everything that was already in that other drawing. It no, that's not perfect, but you know what I'm saying. everything that was in that other drawing, and you can fill in the gaps yourself. You follow what I'm saying? Like that's an important thing to kind of take to that level. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like uh you guys are funny. See, like this kind of stuff. Clean. It's real clean. It's clean, and it also gives some room for the colorist to come and do his or her thing, and it can move forward. I mean, keep making the story. It's not about. That's what I love about the Bruce Timm look. So like that's where some of this stuff comes from. I'm going to show you a couple of things. I did a bunch of scans. But by the way, guys, those of you who may or may not know, did you see the cover that shows him screaming and melting? Yeah, I did, man. I did see it online. I didn't see it in that preview I showed. So watch this. I'm going to try something here. So this is how I would handle a lot of things if I was going to draw it in the style that I like. And like I said, I like both styles, but this is the one I feel most comfortable with. So it's a Bruce Timm style. Everything I learned about drawing efficiently came from Bruce Timm. I studied a lot of his work, and it helps a lot when you're trying to settle in on a style that works for you, but also is interesting. I'm trying to draw the Manhunter again from a different perspective here. But maybe how I might tackle him if I was going to follow some of the same rules I normally follow. All right. So I'm going to give him the bigger eyes. I like that idea a lot. A lot. I think he looks cool. I'm going to give him a weird nostril. I'm going to finish it off there. Now, I went a little more than I probably need to here, just in the nose itself. But hey, I'm still doing the condensing, if you will. I'm still going through and figuring out what's necessary and what's not. And that's really what it boils down to, is you doing that sort of thing. Mr. Ortiz, what's going on, man? Yes, the gangstress. Taking out your suckers and you don't know how I did it. I tell you what, I didn't do anything in the Jordan Quarter last night. I tell you. So Andy and I have some plans. Like I said, if you guys are interested in commissions, please hit me up. I can certainly use the work. I got some things I got to do. I'm planning on doing some drawings that I'm going to sell on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you may not see them. I'm also considering starting a page on a profile on eBay and selling my work there. I'm just trying to avoid the charges so I can. Every penny counts these days, if you will. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys will just let me know. The chair is good. The chair is good. I'm just the only downside to this chair is it's a little small. So when you first try it, it's like, oh, it's great. And then now that I've had the chance to sit in a couple hours, but one of the things that I'm excited about for things like this is I haven't set up my personal my digital setup this way, and I will. My traditional art station is set up for me to be able to draw sitting or standing, and I'm excited about that because I really need to be doing both. Like I've been sitting too long now, trying to that's something I gotta be very mindful of. All right, so this guy here, he looks like Thanos. People are saying, I think that's fine. It doesn't matter. If he was green, you wouldn't say that. You'd be like, oh, he's marshmallow. What's up, Lafayette? Lafayette. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what's going on. You guys talking about me? Am I dragging my feet? Sorry. Sorry. Get on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll join you. Oh, I might do that. I might do that. We'll have a later show. That sounds like a good idea. This one here is just gonna be me just chilling, talking to you guys, and I'm gonna do more of my recorded video, my full, like, separate recorded videos here as well. Daniel, are you still there, Delitsky? We got to do that again. Maybe bring on Jose too, if he's ready. If he's ready. Let's see. Well, the reason why I go later too, man, is because you guys in Cali, some of you guys like to are what do you call it? Night owls too. But like I needed some sleep. I got my sleep too. I went to bed around 1:30, 2 o'clock. Got some sleep. It was productive. I didn't toss and turn as much as I normally would. Okay, not gonna do that. Maybe a little bit of this. So yeah, oh, right on, Daniel. So Daniel, I was gonna say, man, I wanna just do more of the stuff with our group and get us lit. Now that I have this set up properly, squared away, and I can sit down and draw, I also do other things. I'm very excited about that. Let's give this guy, one of the things I liked about the comic was the way they did the costume. It was very unique, a little weird, looked a little bit S&M. That was the only thing about the costume I didn't care for. I was going to do a quick version of it. Let's imagine this was him, okay? Doing the Bruce Timm body rock here. Actually needs a little tighter waist if it's going to be Bruce Timm. So now that I've given him this thing, right? So here's what they did. So he's wearing, okay, wait, I'm going to draw his head. I got to draw his head. Hold on. Why are people so demanding? Okay, let's say this is the dude, right? Hey, I look like a mannequin at Sears. So, okay, so let's say, what they did to him was they gave him this shirt that does this. The shirt and a little collar, like a t-shirt, and then he's got the other part here, and he's got the X coming across here. And at first I was like, I don't know, it's a little bit Raining Men. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little flamboyant. That's the only thing. But you know, to be honest, it's different. You know, it's evocative of the original, but you know, it's not bad. I kind of like it. Then he's got slacks on. I don't care about this. It's not his fault. This is one thing because the artist draws all the legs a certain way. I'm kind of drawing like he does, but anyway, I prefer the boots. I would still give him boots. But it just was unique. I think what I'm trying to get to here is it's cool to see people take chances with art, with ideas, not just creating something that looks exactly the same. You know, it's the whole reason why I'm one of those. I'm with you guys. I used to be one of those guys. like I'm sure a lot of you guys are, and I'm still to a degree, but I'm learning to I'm teaching myself that I'm not always right about these things. So I'm gonna chill. Looks more like suspenders. I guess so. Have you seen it? Did you see the comic yet? Speaking of Lafayette, of course. I mean, like I said, it's weird, but I like it. I, what I'm trying to say is that I like that they're taking chances with what looks like concept art. You know, it's um, what do you call it? It's got this the proportions are interesting. Well, speaking of the costume, that has nothing to do with the proportions. It's more about the idea that it looks more alien. It doesn't look like a style that we would wear here. The only downside is I've seen styles like that though, in the leather and vinyl categories. That's the only downside. I don't think I would. I mean, I wouldn't cosplay this. God, nobody wants to see me cosplay anything, to be honest. But um, anyway, pretty cool. Regardless, it's not perfect, but it's cool, and I think it's unique enough that it could grow on me, and I could be cool with it after all. So there you go. Um, let's see here. So I'm gonna keep drawing. I'm gonna take this thing. I like the sketch. I'm gonna draw it somewhere else. I might include this. Oops. Oopsies. So I was telling you guys earlier that I started to say that I'm about to reconfigure my Patreon, but I have a tier in Patreon that for $5 a month, I would give you a digital sketchbook. And for those of you who may be supporting me right now are probably like, well, yeah, you haven't done that in a few months here. Again, I've been really sorry about that. Certainly didn't mean to slack off that way, but what I'm about to unleash on you guys is going to be crazy. It's literally going to be like an 80-page giant in the old school days. This is my way of making it up to you guys. I'm scanning in all kinds of stuff from my vault. So for those of you who who are interested in this sort of thing, you may want to go to my Patreon. Jump on for $5. For $5, you get a digital sketchbook from me. It's a PDF. It'll be loaded right there in Patreon. If it's too large, listen, literally, it could be too large. If the file is too large, I will go ahead and put it somewhere else or break it up into several parts, but you will still get at least, anywhere from 40 to 60 pages of sketchbook. All kinds of sketching that I've done over the years, plus some of the recent stuff that I've been doing. I'm trying to put in there. Like I said, it's hard around this time of year because I don't get a lot of business. So it's difficult. It's a little challenging, but and they're not going to be very. I'm not creating like it's a Patreon. So I'm trying to create the content, not keep pitching it to you guys. I'm not making Patreon the product. However, that said, it's going to be the raw files, but it's going to look cool. It's going to be cool. They'll be smaller. They're not going to be full size because I'm not trying to give people, stuff. They're trying to kill me, But it'll be very clean, and you'll get to see the drawings. I'll definitely at least, sharpen my contrast and stuff like that. But it looks cool. I mean, some really good stuff. I was going through, I was like, man, I forgot about this work. Oh, man, that was cool. Oh, man, that's cool. In fact, there's some stuff I can't put in. I scanned so much. I was scanning deeper into my other stuff, too, where I keep some of my different ideas. So, yeah, you're going to get it, Cosmetic. You're going to get it. I'm coming back at you guys. I'm also going to be doing some giveaways. Of the stuff that I found some stuff in there that I think really will be great for the giveaway. So I really appreciate you guys for supporting me on Patreon and for hooking up a brother, and it's really means a lot, and we need to fix that. I'm not satisfied personally with that. The year just got crazy, and I was not prepared for the amount of stuff I was doing. So Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I think you guys are gonna dig it. You guys are gonna dig it. So like I did all my scanning yesterday for what I'm about to unload, and like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Oof. I have a lot more. I can't believe how much I have. The idea is that I will. What I try to do in that book is put in all the stuff that is done throughout the month. And as I mentioned, I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot in there this month because we don't. Business was a little tight. So hopefully it won't be so tight soon because I gotta take care of stuff. But yeah, good time. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. And Doug and I are talking about doing a separate show on his channel, where maybe on this one too, where we're gonna take some of the books that we have, some of the art books that we've accumulated over the years, and start doing like little, what do you call it? Like break down some of the books that we already have. See, this right here is too much. This is the kind of stuff I'm trying to avoid. I want to do more stuff like this. Boom. Look how clean that is. Super clean. Super clean. This might be too much too. In fact, see, this is almost like a Bruce. This is very Bruce Timmish. Hey, Sean Fry, how are you? How are you? And also, don't forget, guys, if you have a special comment you want to make and you think, hey, man, I want Elliot to read my comment and make a big deal out of it, I promise you I'll make a big deal out of it. You can go into the super chats and you can drop me a little message there with a couple of bucks. So you can pay me a lot more, pay me a lot less, whatever. The link gives me a 404 error type message. I wonder why. Hold on. Oh, please. Oh, it doesn't do that for me. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Huh, I wonder why. Maybe it's art. I think this is what it is. Ah, I see what I've done wrong. Okay. I'm going to fix that up right now. Give me a second, guys. I see what's wrong. It's Elliot Fernandez art, not Elliot Fernandez. So let's do that right quick. Let's make that happen. Let's save changes. All right. Go back to my page. All right. Let's see. I'm going to if you would refresh and click on it, that'd be cool. That'd be coolio. Da, 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 da. Oh, da, da. Oh, it didn't refresh yet. Hold on. Hold, please. Oh, please. Oh, I think it works now because it has little dots at the end. Oh, man, my ears. Also, I have a tip jar. It goes straight to my PayPal. If you guys are willing to do that, that's cool too. So I got super chats. I got a tip jar. I got all kinds of stuff. Forget about it. Forget about it. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not sure why I'm even drawing this guy. Let's draw a Hulk. Let's draw a Hulk. A drawing battle and followed by a puppet show. Let's see if I can draw something clever here. Dun, 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 dun. So what do you guys think about that situation with the dude who may be kind of imitating other people or more than borrowing, I guess, other people's work? What do you guys think about all that? I think I'm gonna call these shows the Jerkmonger Live Show. How about that? Regland 2.0, but with other pros rather than porn. Oh, I get money. I'm trying to need to get commission for my web novel. Oh, interesting. Let's see here. Did it work? Is it working? Is it working? Yeah, I forget the guy's name. I think his name is Matrini or Mancini or Gogolini or something like that. And the dude he's been taking, looks like he's just grabbing images from online and creating art that looks great, but somebody caught him snatching somebody else's stuff for one of his designs. And I mean, it's really nice stuff. But, and you could tell he's, I mean, I don't know, I guess I can't tell, but if I knew he was taking stuff away for somebody else, I'd be annoyed as well. Hey Gus, Tyler, are you talking about the artist who copied cartoon characters fan art into the album cover? I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that. What is it? Yeah. Actually, Antonio Bryce, Kari Press here on YouTube did a video discussing it. It's a very interesting thing. You know, a lot of people don't know. You know, for illustration work in general, a lot of artists tend to go find something online. They'll procure it, if you will, for an illustration purposes, so just to move quickly. If we see a car or a truck, whatever, a building, I'll throw it in there. Mostly because of time. And the guy seems prolific, so he seems like he's probably whipping stuff out fast, even though it's probably not all. I don't know. Obviously, it shows that most people can't work that fast, even if you are digital. It'd be better if you made your own art and then stole from yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, but even then, people give you a hard time. Oh, Jim Lee did that a long time ago. He did a Wildcats page, or something, and he drew Francisco Matina is the culprit in question. That is right, James Hayes. That is correct. That's who it is, Lafayette. Francisco Matina. He's been doing covers for DC. Let's see. Liefeld does that a lot. He may, yeah, he probably does. So yeah, it got really ugly fast, and people. But I remember when Jim Lee did that, the people were upset. Oh, he's just taking his own stuff. I'm like, well, yeah, it's his own stuff. So why draw something over and over again? If you have a little process to make it work faster, to meet your deadline and get the book out, because then if you don't get the book out on time, he didn't do it. I don't like it. That's so stupid. Like, all right, well, you know, it is what it is. Elliot Hernandez has been stealing art. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing because I'm Elliot Fernandez with an F, not an H, Critias. So, and take that. Boom, shakaliki. Shakaliki. How long? We've been out here for an hour. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. Let's draw this Hulk face first, and then we'll wrap it up. But yeah, so the guy took some artwork, and you know, the interesting thing is you could tell. I mean, you can't just take it and it look as good as it looks. He's good at what he does. He's just not doing it himself or passing it off as his own. And I think that's the big rub, right? I think if he said, hey, I just want to give credit to such and such, blah, blah, blah. But most people don't do that in professional situations. Most people just kind of keep moving. Let's see. Drunken says, I don't have a problem with it as long as it's your own style and characters, not like a Spider-Man composition used for a Spider-Man composition. Yeah, we know. Now, Spider-Man wouldn't work because, well, I think if I'm doing a character's talking, I might borrow from somewhere else. And by that I mean like the structure, not the actual drawing. But I could see why. I can see what happened there. He got a little frou-frou there. Not good. People gonna hang you up to dry for it. Greg Land has been doing it for years, but at least Greg Land is doing it in a way that like it's what do you call it? He's using images as like if there were photographs of someone else, like in a studio, like Rockwell did. Rockwell didn't come up with all those drawings on his own. He created images based on photography he had taken himself. However, at least it's mine. These guys have thousands of followers and get paid. It's ripping people off. No, it's stealing references, fine, but making it your own. Yeah. Bear, don't worry. I got you, brother. I got you. Greg Land works over his photos, though. That's the downside, and it's not a bad thing. It's still drawn. It still looks interesting, but the only problem with that approach, I think, is that you get a very flat look. It's not the best look for most things. It's very difficult to make that happen well. Pastiche or pistache. I like pistache. I like pistachios. Legendary Monkey says the video that I Antonio Bryce made yesterday showed a Batman composition used for a Batman composition. Yeah, it's true. Sketch says there's an Elliot Hernandez making a comic kid at Tommy to compete with Elliot. Reed Trotman says it is wrong. If you have not had to come up with the composition, reference, color, and then execution, you may not see it as a problem. Well, no, that's true. I'm not disconnecting that. I'm just saying it happens more often than you probably are aware of. I think most associate it with the tracing and then not putting the work that are paying for, so it does feel they are being ripped off. I think that's just a lack of understanding. Art, really, that's probably true. It's probably true. Well, commercial art's very different. You know, one of the things that's tough about comic art in general is that comic art is taken, ironically, is taken very seriously by people who wouldn't pay that much money for the art anyway. So when you're, you know, it's how do you say it? Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. The way that we treat it like it's high art, and so we take offense to it. But when someone does something like that for a magazine ad, nobody cares. So it's that kind of thing, you know. You're like, oh, it's pastiche. Well, yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah, again, I don't have a problem with people that reuse poses. It just means you don't have to buy as much of their work if you collect it for the art. It's true. And to be honest, a lot of artists have done stuff like that. I mean, when I draw anything, I'm drawing almost the same idea, same character again. But, you know, I'm just good at it. So I raise you this, says Uncanny Kodiak. Is lightboxing backgrounds and cars with stock photos of your own or your own photos a big deal? I don't think it's a big deal. The only downside is most people who do that don't do it well. And so it comes off looking cheesy, or it's just odd, doesn't really fit very well. But, you know, a lot of people do it, and the fans love it. There was an artist that did a bunch of Punisher covers 10, 15 years ago. I forget who it was. Good artist, but he was clearly photoshopping stuff. And then people were like, oh, no, he's drawing it. Like, no, that's Photoshop. He's using filters. But that's okay. If it looks good and if people will buy it, it doesn't matter. That's probably what this guy was thinking. He probably thought he was treating it this gig like it's a freelance gig, like you do for a corporation. Because there's a lot of stuff that you can't use at all. You know, it's like being here on YouTube. There's certain things you can't borrow, whether it's music or images or like I've been paying very close attention to a lot of these YouTubers that I started to follow, because I wonder how long do they put music for? How long do they do this? How long do they do that? You know, can they be told to take something off their thing because it's but it's not a big deal. Well, no, but it's a big deal to the person that created it. So to you guys' point on the artists that he stole from, you know, again, I get it, but sometimes I don't know how to draw an arm very well. I need to look at other people's arms to figure out, how do I draw that right? Bradstreet. Yeah, I think that's who it was. All caps fandom. That's who it was. Tim Bradstreet. Dragon says there is far more artistic skill and thought put into comic art than there is in most people of what people call high art. Well, I guess. I mean, I'm thinking about the Michelangelos and that kind of stuff. I'm not thinking about people that crap on the picture of Mary and say, "Oh, this is art." That's just disgusting. I mean, really, really. I mean, who wants to smell that? That's horrifying. It's horrifying. All right. So. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Getting a little punch drunk over here. I guess I didn't get enough sleep. All right, so let's lower the opacity. I'll do a quick ink on this, and then we'll call it a day. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and grab. Let's get this one. I like this brush. Fracking checking. Lower the opacity a bit, or the size, not opacity. Ooh, I don't like that at all. Sometimes what I have to do, another little trick, a little tricky trick for you guys, is sometimes what you have to do is go into your settings for your Wacom, and then you can take the settings in Wacom, you can make the pressure different on the brush. There's all kinds of tools and ways to optimize that experience. Nasser, artwork at work can't watch or listen, just here to give a thumbs up and call you a bigot. Well, thank you, Nasser. Thank you for that. Aw. Force One says, is there really someone out there who crapped on a picture of Mary? Try to call it art. You gotta slap the you don't have to slap the crap out of them. Force One, they already did. Dad joke. Woo! If I yawn out loud, you guys will fall asleep on me. I'm not sure it was a picture of Mary, but I think there was someone who did that. No, I seen the Mary piece. I saw the Mary piece. It was like a performance art. He put some sort of dye in his body or something, and it was gross. Just gross. It's disgusting. Alright, it's gonna be good, man. Oh, there you go. There you go, heck. There you go. We're doing it up now. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, there's stuff that, I don't know. You could be a Christian and you will get pummeled for anything crazy if you if we did that same thing to a picture of Muhammad, what would happen? You know, it's not cool. It's double standard. That's how it is. That's how it is. What are you gonna do? Become president of the United States? I think it'd be cool if there was a president that I knew. I'm like, oh man, that's cool, man. I'd be like, calling him, what's up, man? Dog, what's up, man? How you doing, dog? For real? Dog, you the president. Oh snap! You think that Obama had any old friends who was like, yo, what's up, dog? Yo, check it out. Can I come over? When you have a friend, if your friend becomes the president of the United States, do you get to call up and say, hey man, can we play PS4 at your house? Do you do that? Can you do that? I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Yo, what's up, man? Hey man, I'm coming over for a minute. What's up? Nah man, I'm coming over. Yo, can you tell your boys to leave me alone? Dude, that's Secret Service. Yeah, man, they're getting my nerves. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Here we go. They call me D Nice. D Nice. Can we borrow Camp David for a bachelor party? Oh. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, why do they call it Camp David? Who's the David they named it after? All right, kids. I think that's it for me. Hey, listen, guys. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been so much fun. As I said before, I thank you guys for supporting me here on the channel, on my Instagram, and everywhere else. But I also want to say, hey. I want to say, hey. I'm gonna click off here. Why did that happen? Wow, did it. Anyway, thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for supporting me here on YouTube. Thank you for supporting me over on Instagram. If you want to see some of my gallery, you can see it on Instagram under @EliotFernandez_art. You can also follow me on Patreon if you want to. You can donate there. I have a couple of tiers. I'm gonna pick that up again. It's been a few months, but I'm back in action here. We're going to be doing for $5 a month. You can do the what do you call it? You get a sketchbook every month, and for the $3, that's how I have it. I think it's $3. You get entered into an original art piece, but I might be getting rid of that tier. We just have to see. But because I'm going to be planning a little thing I'm going to do here, where I'm going to do a live event. I've been talking to Andy about this. It's going to come up soon. We're going to do a live event. You guys will be able to chime in, and I'll give you guys a chance to check it out. But anyway, listen, guys. Again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys, and I can use the work. If you want to come over on my if under the description you can see, if you want a commission, you can go to thelabcomics@gmail.com. That's Andy Rivera. He's my art rep, and he will set you up. We'll do the best we can to get you something cool, clean, and as long as you're reasonable, I'll do my best to work with you. But despite all that, I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for coming on board. Thank you guys for chilling with me and making this fun show. You know, I'm a blessed man for you guys, and I hope that I'll be able to bless you guys back. So you guys be good, and peace out. I'll talk to you guys really, really, really soon. I'm outie.